Hey guys, Uncle Ray. Welcome to another episode of the Crypto Bellwether. On this channel, we cut through the hype and the noise, and I give you the non-biased information you can use to hopefully capitalize on the biggest opportunity in history, and that is this current bull run. And I just did a deep dive into Arcblock. Now, I wasn't planning on it, but I just had a long conversation in one of my comment sections, and it led me to doing a deep dive. So I thought I would share my information and my findings with you guys. Now, again, I'm non-biased. I don't own Arcblock. I used to, and I wish I would have never sold it. That being said, we're going to dive into the roadmap and the tech and take a look at the charts, and then I'll give you my non-biased opinion. Hey, everyone's asking the question, should I have already sold? Should I sell now? Is it going lower or what? Well, I'm going to give you all the information you need in this video. So hit that like button and let's get started. Now, before we dive deep into it, I just want to bring one thing to your attention. This video right here, this crypto bull run is different, my new strategy, I highly recommend you watch that. I'll leave a link at the end. But in that video, I talk about the importance of taking profits, and that shows how right that is when you look at the Arcblock chart, for whatever that's worth. Now, here's the deal. Arcblock has been around for a little while, right? 2017, 18. And it didn't really do anything exciting. But it does have a good team, a good founder, and had a good roadmap of the tech they wanted to create. Now, the reason I sold my Arcblock was about 2 years ago. I did a video. I was very bullish on Arcblock. It got hacked, and I was just dollar cost averaging into it at the time, and so I didn't lose any money. I waited about a month. I made a little bit of profit, and I sold out, and I just moved on. But one thing I had mentioned to my community at the time, I said, look, if you're still bullish, don't sell, because one thing that I uncovered during that time was just how solid the founders were. The first thing the founder came out and said to the community was, look, we just got hacked. And I forget the amount of money, but it was substantial. And it said, I don't know what will happen to Arcblock. I don't think it's going to move us. We'll just fix it and it'll make us better. However, no matter what happens, you will get your money back at the price it was before the hack. And that showed who he really was and how they, conduct business. So it's very, very positive. So anyway, Arcblock has been, creating a lot of apps, and it's really good for developers because it simplifies it. You can just go into the Arc ecosystem and build out really, really easily. And they have been working head down, just focusing on that. But for me, what I've seen is, or haven't seen, is a lot of outside development. So that's a red flag for whatever that's worth. But now check this out. Here's the roadmap that I just read, and I'll just basically cover the important parts so you don't have to read it. But in this roadmap, they basically brought up two things that are really, really important. He said, look, we've been building out our technology for the last couple of years. That's all we focused on. Well, now we are focusing on education, marketing, and partnerships. Well, guys, I have learned the hard way, and I'll give you an example. HBAR. HBAR is one of the most phenomenal projects out there. No ifs and buts about it. They spend zero on marketing. Well, if they did, I believe it would explode. And I have learned that a bad project with phenomenal marketing will outperform the best project on the planet that doesn't have any good marketing, for whatever that's worth, especially in crypto, because all it takes is a couple of good influencers, a couple of good marketing releases, and a token can, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20x and be done, which again gets back to taking profits. But anyway, so basically in this roadmap, he said, we're going to focus on those three things. We're going to focus on education, marketing, and partnerships. Now, at the end of the roadmap, he also said second quarter, which we're already in. He said second quarter of 2024, we're going to release some very bullish information about some partnerships. So my thought process is, if you haven't taken profits, which hopefully you guys took some profits along the way, but if you haven't, if this thing can hold these prices, it's probably going to take off again and make a new high. Let's take a look at the chart. And guys, that's a pretty steady chart. Now, I really would like to see it not break this price point for whatever that's worth, because if it does break this price, it could go substantially lower. But now, guys, here's one thing I teach in my coaching, and I don't want to harp on taking profits. Well, I do mean to harp on taking profits. But one thing I teach my coaching clients, and they're from all around the world, and every one of them have, for the most part, been through a bull run or two. And they've watched their portfolio go up, up, and up, and they don't have a whole lot to show for it. Well, I don't want that to happen to you. So one thing, guys, once you take your initial investment out, you're good to go. You're playing on, the market's money. So I want you to think about something, guys. If you bought this anytime in 03 or 23 and definitely stacked it in the bear market, you got a 50 to 70x with ABT. How much do you want? So why would you have not taken, that means, think about it, guys. You could put $1,000 in, you got 70 grand, and you didn't take 50? You didn't take 20? You didn't take a new car, right? Guys, you got to take profits, because here's the deal. Whether it's this project or any project, when this bull runs over, you can almost bet that Arcblock, no matter how high it rallies, will probably go back to 20 cents, 50 cents, may even go all the way back down to 10 cents, right? That's just the cyclical nature of crypto. Now, that being said, I'm going to give you my full opinion. I think because of the market cap, which is under 300 million, it could get to $1 billion with some good marketing. But I don't see developers stepping in. I don't see the narrative that would make me want to buy a new layer one, unless it was just a swing trade for me, which I am going to watch this, and I am considering doing that. But for the most part, I see the future going into the layer 2s and 3s on Ethereum. It's already kind of pointing, that's a 75% bet that layer 2s and 3s and 4s are the future on Ethereum. People don't want to hear that, because they want to measure their layer 1 and their tech to Ethereum's tech. Well, guys, I got news for you. You can't measure the layer 1. It's not mono to mono. It's ecosystem to ecosystem, right? So Ethereum has the best base layer on the planet that Wall Street loves, whether you want to hear that or not. And then for the scalability and all the high tech, stuff that they can build in the future, that's what you got Polygon and Base with Coinbase and Arbitrum, and everything is going to be built on those layer 2s. And now they're starting to build layer 3s. So that's a whole different story. But I know I'm rambling. But anyway, guys, if you need some help with your crypto portfolio and taking profits and understanding the big picture, or getting a game plan. I do one-on-one coaching. It's only $250 for 3 Zoom or phone calls. I think it'll help you a lot. But whether you take me up on that or not, which I'll leave a link, I'll pin it in the comments and leave a link down below. Guys, do yourself a favor. It's not financial advice. Take your profits or you'll become the profits. Watch this video I talked about at the end. It's going to help you understand why you need to take profits a lot more aggressive. There's 2.5 million crypto projects. Last bull run, there was under 20,000. How big do you think your favorite project is going to get? People assume that, the top 1,000 projects are all just going to make new all-time highs and explode. Mathematically, guys, that's virtually impossible. Watch that video. Anyway, if you need some help with your coaching, let me know. Reach out and hit that like button. Share with like-minded people. And no matter what, come back and be part of this community. Take care.